Hey guys, Chris Cookin' Nashville here. It is hamburger time. Let me show you what we're gonna do today. All right, y'all, these are the Carnivore hamburger buns. I did sort of a version of these one time, and it was a Halloween themed thing, and honestly, I don't think very many people even saw that recipe. But we decided it was time to pull it back out. I've improved it a little bit, and I think these are really going to get you guys in the spirit of that hopefully warmer weather coming in our near future, we're hoping. When it's time for cookout season and it's getting to be thoughts of summer are on the horizon and all of those kinds of things, you're going to want to make sure you have your burger bun recipe ready to go for those cookouts, those grill outs, those parties, all of the things. I'm going to show you guys how we do the carnivore burger buns, and Ash has not had this particular recipe. It's been a long time since I've made these.
Yeah.
So we'll see what she thinks of these, because you guys know she doesn't do anything that tastes like eggs. Big surprise, these do have eggs in them. She is going to tell us what she thinks. She has an amazing keto burger here built on my carnivore bun. Now, the sesame seeds that are on top are totally optional, so if that doesn't work with you and your carnivore thing, that's cool. Leave them off, but I did it to make them look nice.
Yes. So excited. For starters, like when I was building my burger, like putting everything on it, the way that it like already just like looks and the way that it holds, I mean, pretty impressive. This is going to be very messy and not very ladylike, so bear with me. That's really good. You definitely nailed the texture and the flavor. It's like spongy and it's soft, just like a burger bun would be, like a bread product. It does not taste anything like eggs, which makes me very, very happy. And I have like a lot of stuff on this burger. I love the flavor. I love the texture.
Obviously, she's enjoying it very much. What do you think of the burger patties, by the way I did them tonight?
They are fire.
So I have a really interesting way when it's not cookout grill out season. I have an interesting way of doing my burger patties. If you guys would like to see those, tell me in the comments down below. I can totally show you how to do that too. But while Miss Ash eats her burger over here, she's gonna dive in. Let me show you guys how we make these incredible carnivore burger buns for your next cookout. All right, here is all of the ingredients for our carnivore buns. We have a block of cream cheese. I have 3 eggs, separated whites, and 3 yolks over here. 3 tablespoons of egg white powder. I have 1 tablespoon of gelatin. Any unflavored gelatin will work. This is beef gelatin. I have 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and I have about 1/3 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm going to put some sesame seeds on top. Those are totally optional. So we're going to get everything together to start to mix up our carnivore buns. I'm going to plug in a mixer, and the cream cheese is softened. I'm going to go ahead and add in my 3 egg yolks, 1 tablespoon of the beef gelatin, my egg white powder. It's 3 tablespoons of that there. And you can see I'm trying to not shake this all into one spot so it doesn't clump. There goes my melted butter, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, and I'm going to start mixing this on low so it doesn't fluff up in my face too much. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn this up on high. And we want to mix this really well so that there are no lumps, and this is very smooth, and it's going to start to look a little bit fluffy and slightly lighter colored. So just keep going around the edges of the bowl, get that nice and clean. And then we're going to leave the yolk mixture here and take our white mixture. I'm going to put this into my stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer or even a whisk if you got the arm muscles. I'm going to turn this on low, start to beat this up, and then crank this up on high. And we're going to beat this up until we have stiff peaks. Now, this is going to take a few minutes. Make sure your bowl is really clean, no fat of any kind anywhere near this, or it will not whip up into stiff peaks. So we're going to whip this up really well, and then we're going to add our baking soda in just a minute. Okay, so we're just about done whipping this to stiff peaks. I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and put this back on a low speed. I'm going to shake in that 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and once that starts to mix in, we'll go ahead and crank this back up on high and just finish bringing this up to stiff peaks. It's going to look kind of like marshmallow. And then we can go ahead and take the bowl out, undo the whisk, and you can see if I turn it upside down, that peak stands up in the whites. That's the stiff mixture. So we're going to take this back over here to the counter, and we're going to now combine our yolk with our white mixture. And you've seen me do this before. I'm going to take 1/3 of the egg whites. I'm going to stir this in very vigorously. This is going to help soften that yolk mixture and start incorporating some air. We're going to really stir this in well. And then once I have that stirred in, I'm going to take the other 2/3 of the white mixture, put that on top of the yolk. And then there's a secret to getting this to mix properly. We're going to cut through the center, fold over the top, cut through the center, fold over the top. And we're just going to keep doing that and rotating the bowl about 90 degrees each time. Keep going around and around until all of the white streaks disappear. Once all of the white is gone and we have this nice fluffy lemon-colored mixture, we're going to be ready to go ahead and move on. And you'll be able to see this is getting much softer and fluffier, and it almost gets a little bit liquidy. Mel is very interested in this egg white and egg yolk mixture. Okay, so once this gets all nice and fluffy, you can see it's a uniform color and it sort of flows off the spatula. It's nice and soft and fluffy. This is the mixture we need to make our carnivore burger buns. So once I have that mixture ready, I'm going to take a silicone burger bun pan. I'm going to link this down below in the comments and in my description box. This has been brushed with lard. You can use beef tallow or butter, some kind of animal fat, and we're going to start putting spoons of this mixture into the pan. So I'm going to put a couple of large spoonfuls in here. You want to fill this up, but leave a little bit of space at the top. You need a little bit of room for expansion. So I'm just going to put in a couple of spoons, smooth it out, and you can see it's flat on top and there's just a little bit of space around the edge there. That's going to let it expand just a little bit. So when you make this much mixture, you're going to get anywhere from 4 to 6 of these burger buns, depending on how thick you make them and the size of your eggs. We're going to spoon those all into the pan, and then I'm going to sprinkle some sesame seeds over the top. This is totally optional. You could put other toppings like herbs or salt or anything on top of these that you would like, but I'm going to do the traditional sesame seed bun. So I'm just going to sprinkle sesame seeds over top of each of these, and these look perfect. They are ready to go in the oven and be baked. So I have my oven set to 375 degrees. I'm going to put this into the middle rack, and then we're going to come up here and set a timer for 15 minutes. Now, your oven may take a little longer than that. Mine usually does a really good job at 15 minutes. And after that 15 minutes is up, you're going to see they're going to look puffy and golden brown. Now, whatever you do, don't take them out yet. We're going to leave the oven door cracked just an inch or two, and then I'm going to turn the oven off and set another timer for another 15 minutes. So we're going to bake them for 15 and let them sit for 15 to cool down with the oven. And that door being cracked is going to let the steam out, and you'll see these do not fall nearly as much as a lot of other egg products if you do that with the oven cracked. These are beautiful. These look amazing. All we got to do is unmold them and enjoy.
Really, really good job. You definitely nailed the flavor and the texture. They look really great. I think they hold really well.
Yeah.
I dig them.
All right, guys, that's how we make the carnivore burger buns. These are honestly very simple. I'm going to link down below the burger bun pan that I used, the silicone pan. That makes a big difference because it just makes it so much easier to get these out. I'm gonna link that below for you. You can look at that. Truthfully, these are just a really simple recipe. The only thing you have to watch out for is make sure you don't get any fat of any kind in those egg whites when you're whipping them up, because that will prevent them from whipping up to stiff peaks like they need to. So make sure you have no fat of any kind. If you need to, wipe out your bowl, either wash it really well with soap and or wipe it out with a little bit of vinegar. and on a paper towel, just get it wiped out really good and then wipe it dry. Make sure you get that bowl really good and clean. You guys will be off to the races. Otherwise, this is a very simple recipe. It's very enjoyable. You should be able to, no problem, make these ahead of time. Just not cut them in half. Go ahead and let them cool off completely. Throw them in a Ziploc bag. Keep them in the refrigerator for a few days. You might be able to freeze them. I have not tried, but I see no reason why you wouldn't be able to freeze them as long as you thaw them in the refrigerator for at least a day before you try to use them. And then put them in a low oven, like 250 degrees for like 5 minutes maybe to warm them up, and then cut them and they should be good to go.
I'm all about this. That's great. These
Yeah.
meat patties are phenomenal too.
Yeah, if you guys want to see those meat patties, put that down below in the comments. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to show you.
It's just so good and it has so much flavor to a hamburger patty.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. There you go, guys. That's the Carnivore Burger Buns. All my links are down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Chris Cookin' Nashville, my lovely wife, Ash Taylor. Remember to eat your meat, love your life, and we're going to see you right here in the kitchen for the next recipe.
I think this lettuce was kind of hanging off when I said goodbye. It's
That's
like,
okay.
Hey, how you doing? She is a Chris Cooking Nashville official taste tester. Oh, she likes it.
She likes turds too, so.
Oh, well, that doesn't say very much, does it?
Right. No, we're not making the dog her own
She
burger.
should have a burger.
She's already had dinner.
Hungry.
She's already had.
hungry.
She's always hungry. She's already had dinner.
A dog.